cameras are accompanying us to the starting grid where engineers and mechanics are making their crucial final checks before the start. The riders have completed their warm-up lap and lined up on the starting grid. In a matter of seconds, the lights will go out and the Phillip Island Grand Prix will begin. It's lights out and we are racing in MotoGP here in Portugal, and there Bastianini does make a strong start from pole position. He's made a much better start than yesterday. Martino's come fast from the second row. He goes into the early lead. Bagnaia up into third place. Vinales pushed back to fourth.
Yeah, Marquez also making progress. He was side by side with Acosta into turn number one and bumped the rookie wide. Marquez up into the top six already.
Yeah, you can see there Bagnaia was trying to put one on Vinales very early on. It's actually Vinales who's holding on to that third place there. Bagnaia is eager to get on with it, try and get to the front as soon as he can, just as he did in Qatar 2 weeks ago.
Martin then leads Bastianini slightly wide. Marc Marquez on the inside immediately of Jack Miller. Contact there between the two factory Ducatis, which opens the door for Marc Marquez.
That was really close, wasn't it, between the Beast and Bagnaia. Marquez was briefly through. Bagnaia just trying to regroup it. And here comes a lunge from the 8-time world champion through the tight turn 8 over the blind crest. They go down the hill through the Craig Jones corner turn 9. Bagnaia was able to get back on through. An early yellow flag in sector 2.
Yeah, I'm trying to see who it is who's dropped down the order. Bagnaia and Marc Marquez continue to go side by side. They need to keep an eye on what's going on ahead of them. It's Frankie Morbidelli who's out of this Grand Prix on the first lap. We're down to just one Prima Prima Ducati, but it's the one leading the race.
Here comes Acosta. We thought about it. That was really close.
Costing the place.
Yeah, he's going to run in hot there, and he's going to lose the place around the outside. Speaks Binder, the South African, then says thank you very much. That was some aggression there from Acosta, trying to force issue on the inside of Miller into turn 3. Didn't work out, did it? And now look, he's clambering all over the rear tire. What an onboard shot that is! Spectacular onboard action here as they drop down through turn 5. We're on board with Acosta, trying to find a way back through here on Binder. Binder now trying to line up a move on his KTM colleague Miller. Down the hill they'll go into braking zone for the first corner. Binder's going to just pinch that inside line. There's nothing that Miller can do. Yeah, Miller's got squeezed out there, hasn't he? I just wondered there whether it was just the dirty air, the turbulence that has pushed Miller off the line there, and he probably just had a bit of a wobble, a bit of a head shake. We know how these bikes can get disturbed when another bike is right close to them. And Acosta just couldn't turn in, and there we go, Acosta coming through as well. So Miller coming out the worst of that sort of Inter-Piera Mobility Group tussle. This is a fascinating battle, isn't it, between the experienced head of Brad Binder and the exuberance of youth coming from the rookie Pedro Acosta. They go into turn 13, that's where Binder went down yesterday in the sprint, cost him the chance to grab some points in that 12-lap battle yesterday. This is where Acosta's been really, really good all weekend in this fourth sector. Second fastest lap in that sprint. We'll just watch the riders come over the line and we'll pop back down to Simon very, very shortly. As Martin on the Prima Prima Ducati. He'll come over the line now to complete lap number 6. Vinales just inching ever close on the factory and pulling with good reason why. That's his best lap of this Grand Prix so far, Vinales. Just visually you could see, couldn't you, from the helicopter shot.
Here comes Acosta.
Getting closer. That's Pedro Acosta. Comes from a long way back and lunges on the inside of Brad Binder. Lead Piera Mobility Group rider down this Grand Prix is the rookie, already a 3-time winner here in Portimao in Moto2 and in Moto3. This is very much a repeat scenario, Lewis, of Qatar. It just feels like deja vu from 2 weeks ago on the Night Lights and the Sale, where Acosta was cavalier coming through the pack and then just ran out of grip, didn't he?
And to underline that point, he's immediately caught Marc Marquez. Look how quickly, as he sets the fastest lap of the Grand Prix at 1:38.9 and zooms past Marc Marquez for the second Grand Prix in a row. The rookie passes the 8 times world champion.
Oh, this is just unbelievable, isn't it, from the rookie? Absolutely incredible by Acosta.
I think he's going to be all right rear tyre-wise here. It's not the same problem as in Qatar. Like Binder was saying, you know, basically you've got some left at the race, even if at the end, as long as you don't totally abuse it. The main worry is front tyre, like David Tardozzi said on the start line, the later laps, and Pedro's given the front a hard time. It's not the rear that's the worry, I think.
The first rider he passed in his Grand Prix career in MotoGP in the sprint was Marc Marquez in Qatar. The first rider he passed in the main MotoGP race on Sunday night in Qatar was Marc Marquez. He's now... cameras are taking us to Parc Fermé to the runner-up, who is receiving well-deserved applause from his team members. This is an excellent result that will give him some optimism for upcoming races.